We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Portland Snowhawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw. Protein spill. Yes. Hey, Haywood. Go. Look at me. Go. Shoot.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Watch twist. Watch.
Hey, lock it.
Rush in.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On the draw play, Coleman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
2nd and 14. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Blue draw Corker. Let's go.
Back to throw here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, but he's got it.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Got it.
Strong left, strong left, strong left.
Snap.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
At the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Tight right, tight right.
Hey, 4 down.
Second and 11. Open man is Samuel, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
One set, eyes up, one set.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, pull it together, switch it.
Ramirez now. Off the play fake. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Trey Hendrickson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Ramirez. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now here's Ross. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Got four down.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
X3, 218, chopper. Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Kill.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Mike 5-4. Let's go. Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field. Cut up. Go.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
Ramirez operating from the gun. Flush to his right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Ross on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Mike 45. Here we go.
2nd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Greystone, travel.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
6-6, pull it high.
Check 45 to Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Get him.
Hey, check Mike 45.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaquille Barrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Go to base. How you getting the header? How you getting the header? Check. Check out now. Go. Check.
Now Ramirez. Off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's checking.
Here's Ramirez, throwing on 3rd and long. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this will be caught at the 30. And a huge play that time. 67 yards. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. To throw is Ramirez. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Matt Gay is set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
They're running it. Watch the eye.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it.
Taken down back at the 50-yard line.
Ready, set.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know how you put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them? Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that That's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they give the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a goal.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Snowhawks.
On the set. 56. Watch the crowd. Watch the crowd.
Ramirez now. Off the play fake. Steps away to his left. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Second and 9 now. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Operating from the gun, Ramirez. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for O.J. Howard. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Here we go, G.
On 4th down, Martinez. A desperation heave for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with him. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up.
Hey, check 24. Check.
Let's go. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Hatch it. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Ramirez throwing on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
90 Wolf.
Single, single.
Recon 132 fighter. Big rip. Big rip.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Ross. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
General West. Go.
Back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, wahoo!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Shaquille Barrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Echo.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to take a shot for the end, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On the ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they work this out past the 25. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having on a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Ramirez. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now Ramirez throwing on 3rd and long. Airing this one out for him. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. Touchdown, 49ers. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Come on, set, Henry. Henry. Alert three. Alert three. Mike, 66. Pull it. Half. Hey. Focus, defense, focus. Check three.
Here's Ramirez looking to throw on second down. And he finds Howard complete. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check. Switch.
Back to throw. Ramirez. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Let's go.
First down, Snowhawks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. To throw is Ramirez. Operating from the gun. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 57. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 57 to Mike. Bandit. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Watch the slant.
Ramirez now throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Open man is Ross, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. John Ross, 32 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
You're going to see me in your nightmares.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Ramirez from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Let's go one more.
Throwing on first down. Lamb over the middle. That's caught by Ross. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch that in, Tight end, right. 3. 4 down, 4 down.
One.
Now it's the backup Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 24. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now Ramirez throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Rip left, rip left. 56, Mike, 56. Longer job.
On 4th down, Ramirez. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. Topper, Topper! Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Coleman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Ramirez from the gun on 3rd down, and that's knocked away and incomplete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches?
Yeah. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. He will push his way down to about the 14. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Next to score, Niners 55, Snowhawks 13. John
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Let's go now. 8 read.
Watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Even. 4 down. Even.
Smith. Snap.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That's good for a 49ers first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw Mariota. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Niners, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.